You try your best to ignore. You keep saying things like, I'm fine, or it's okay. But you know. Tell me, how long will you play this game of false happiness and strength? How long will you be okay with being trapped in this storm? You know you're in a cycle, and God offers his hand. But yet, you aid in your delusions of independence, power of will, and self-guidance, leading yourself deeper into darkness. How lost have you truly become?
Hello, everybody, and this is Lost in the Storm right now. As you see, this is a new main menu for the upcoming demo. So, I'm going to show you what I have so far first inside of the game, and then we'll lead on to other things that I'm working on. So, further ado, let's see what I have so far. As you see, for the first big, massive difference than the post that you have seen me online is that this forest is so much lively with more things around, a bit more detail around. Now, this is still a work in progress, but I am so happy of how this is all coming together for the forest crash scene. Of course, I need to work more on the car, but besides the point, I just love how everything not only works, but runs smoothly. And as you see, I have added tracking in the snow. Now it's a little hard to see, so I'm going to go over here. And as you see, when I walk over here, it actually, follows the path and curves in the snow. And I don't know about you, but I just love how everything is coming all together. But let's go over here. We have this shiny object. Let's see what this is. And this is our phone. Now, of course, I'm going to turn down the glare so I don't blind everybody. And I have the new text thing up there. You found a phone. Okay, let's go on our items. And this is what you guys saw online, that I've added not only a new main menu, but let's tab out, acting up. First, let's actually slow down a little bit. Getting a little bit too excited, and let's pull out our phone. And as you see, our phone isn't just floating this time. We actually have not only Andrew's player model in, but he's actually holding the items. So no more just items that are just floating in space. We actually have a character model. And this is a perfect example of me needing to fix things. As you see, these rocks are floating and they shouldn't be floating. But let's go over to the car. Alright, I found the keys, so that's great. You may have seen this orange mug here, and what this orange mug is my nice placeholder until I can put in the actual items. And as you see, this is our lighter. More things to fix and everything. Some things are freaking out a tiny bit, but that's okay. Okay. Go to our car. The trunk is frozen. This would make more sense in the story when you play the game, but we're going to use the lighter to defrost the key lock so we can put our key inside of the keyhole. I know there's no keyhole here, but there will be when the correct car model's there, when I add and tweak it and whatnot. But as you see for the descriptions down here, car keys, my car keys. The only good use for it now is opening the trunk, because of course the car is crashed. So we're gonna use this. You see the car is unlocked. As you see, it's still in its working progress phase. Okay, open it up, and here is our bag. Now, when we get our bag, it says we had an assortment of items. So let's check and let's see what we have gotten. We have gotten a pocket knife and some twine, and that will become useful during our journey. But now we can go inside of the tasks and now have our tab, because inside of the bag was our handy dandy task list, or a little notebook. Now, for our notebook here, I have, as you see, big, medium, and small. So throughout the game, you are able to adjust certain things for yourself as you're playing to best fit your experience. So for this, you can either do small, medium, or large, depending on how much you need to see. Sometimes it's a little hard for like the task menu being too small, maybe too big. So it's up to you to adjust the size. We're going to leave it to small because, well, small or medium. I'll leave it to small for now because that's good. So we can just bring it in and bring it out as we feel. And now let's continue through our journey. We go here, and then the car has finally turned off and died. Now, of course, like I said before, work in progress. I gotta turn off these lights and everything to make sure that actually shows that the car is off. And as before, our trail is following us very nicely throughout. Even up here, as I love for the trails, I can spend hours just messing around, with the snow deformation. It's very fun for this additive thing. But we are going to continue because we need to get out of this storm. Okay, let's continue. Now, of course, there'll be something here. I'm not going to tell you what's going to be here, but just to know, it's not just a jump off point saying, hey, let's willingly jump off this cliff. Ouch. Okay. So we're going to continue through here. There's stuff all back here. You're able to, like, explore certain areas and everything. Okay, let's continue this way. And as you see, our first obstacle. We have these thick vines here. And if you interact with these vines, even though you probably shouldn't interact with these vines because of how pointy and sharp they are, but we're going to interact with it anyway. We see you need something to cut this. Now, remember, inside of our little handy dandy bag, we got our pocket knife. And if we read a little description right here, it says, my emergency pocket knife, good for cutting shrubs and prying. So, we're going to use that. And as you see, here is our glorious pocket knife. And our light is still on. Because, I have it so the light is in your phone or whatever light source you have inside your other hand, so you can have multiple items at once. So you're not trying to use one item, but you need the light at the same time. So yeah, so we're going to cut these shrubs out of the way and continue our journey. And there's these more shrubs, so we're going to cut those as well. Traveling through this dense forest, trying to get out the storm. And as you see, this is the dead end, so we're going to go this way. Cut through. And it leads us up here. Now, of course, in the game, you're going to be led here, realize it's a dead end, and you turn around and you're going to see this area. Now, everything's not going to be here at first. It's just going to be, little fence, but as you see, this is our only way forward. Now, what do? we see that it's not opening, but if we remember, our handy dandy pocket knife is also good at prying. So let's pry this gate open and let's continue. I wonder where this is going to take us. So we're going to continue up this path through this dense forest. Actually run a little bit because we are trying to escape the storm, so walking's probably not the best thing. I gotta tweak some of these trees. Trees are getting a little out of hand, but you know, it is a dense forest after all. And as you see, we have made it to the park gate. Zion Park, your journey starts here. Now, we can try to look at the map, but there is no map. So we are just going to go here. And, you know, it says for this big gate, you know, Andrew thinks it's a good idea to try and open this door. As you see, a knife isn't really good to open a door such as this size. But, you know, maybe Andrew knows best, so we're going to use our emergency pocket knife and try to use it. But sadly, our knife breaks. Oh, Andrew. And now we have a broken knife. I broke my knife. I guess it's useless now. Yes, you shouldn't be using a knife to pry open such a giant door. Now, for another thing that I have, as you see, we have this stick here. So we're going to pick up this stick. Why are we going to pick up this stick? Well, it's to show you the next thing in the game. So, inside of the menu, you probably saw right here CMB, which stands for Combine. And for this Combine menu, in the name, you're able to pick 2 items. So, we're going to choose the stick we just found and our twine, and we can actually combine it to make a torch. And it appears in the menu, getting rid of the thing. And now we're able to use the torch. Now, there's no torch model in yet, but there will be. And that is it for this section of the game. And let me just show you the other part real fast. Okay, now we are actually in Unreal. We're in the program, and as you see, this is the next part, the blistering winds. Now, this is very, very, very basic setup here, but the whole premise is to use the torch and bring it back to the gates. And as you see, when you come up here, there's this bridge that you have to cross all the way on the other side and try to protect the torch flame so it doesn't go out. Now, to show you some reference right here, just give me a second. Now, to show you some reference and everything, this is how I actually want the path to kind of be like. Yes, this is an AI generated mock-up and everything. I'm not going to be, you know, generating this whole level. Is just for finding different kinds of reference. But when you get to the blistering winds, you'll see a path with a train passing by and a watchtower to signify that these are things that you're going to encounter when you play this game. So you have it here, you know, a little trail path and a train going over here. It's going to pass you. Here's what's going to probably look like the most, you know, being at nighttime. And this is the overall vision of the blistering wind, where you come upon a path, you know, you pass a train in the area, trying to go around to get back to the park gates. There's one more area that I want to show you, and that is right here, the collection room. Now, we're going to actually go and walk in the collection room. Now, here is the entrance of the collection room, and how I want it to be is more grand when you see it. You have this whole room chandelier to look at and everything. And I'm just going to go back here and I'm going to actually show reference right now of what the collection room for the front is going to be like. This is the front right now, and as you see, I got a lot of work ahead of me to make it like this. I remember when this is a clip from the proper people, and when they went inside this mansion, I thought this room would be perfect for the collection room and everything. Now we're gonna head upstairs, and as you see, the upstairs is similar to the clip I showed you before for the proper people. So this will be the hallway leading up. And as I am leading up, I'm going to show you the other reference that I have for this hallway. And it is just amazing. I can't wait until this is fully done. And this month, actually, I plan to get the collection room finished. So expect another update by the end of this month of me showing what the full collection room looks like. This is the Hall of Memories, and here is a reference. I also got this from the proper people from the same video, but here's reference for what that's supposed to look like. Reference of the memory locker room, which I'm calling the memory vault. I have to change that, but here's some reference of how the vault will look like, and then the actual collection room. Now, this will be the only surprise that I'm going to show you when it's fully done, because I'm still writing out the stuff of how this room is going to look like being finished. And this room, good day, Mr. Golden Man. We are going to go downstairs to the library. As you see, we have this big, massive, grand library. We also have some shelving and books over here that you're able to go to. And this is the collection room right now. Now, as you see, a lot of gray boxes, a lot of things we need to fill in, but you can see the vision of where I'm heading for. And for both of the positions starting here, you can see the vision I have for the collection room. So right now, I'm going to show you the reference image that I found and then tweaked a little bit. So this is what it looks like when you look up at the collection room, and this is where it looks like when you look down from the collection room.
Now, surprisingly enough, I believe that it won't take me too long to finish the demo, because when I do, I can finally work on the many other parts of the game. Because if you didn't know, Lost in the Storm is not a small game. It is a multi-chapter game with many levels, boss fights, and cinematics. Just to show you that this isn't just some cabin or some forest. The game is much bigger than you think it is. And I just want to thank everyone for your support. I've been, again, working on this game for 5 years now, and I can finally see it being completed very soon. Now, when is the next update? The next update will probably be in a month. I know that's pretty far away, but for me personally, that's how I feel like it's enough progress I can actually show you. But if you think a month is too long for you, you can actually join my Ko-Fi or my Coffee. I think it's either Ko-Fi or Coffee. It's relatively new. I'm not used to doing the whole entire, hey, join my, my Patreon or join my Coffee. But if you got during the whole entire process of this game, you can join my Ko-Fi and see early updates and quick little snippets here and there if you want to stay full up to date on the game. And if you want, you can support me. You don't have to support me, it's all up to you. But no matter what, all the support I thank you for. And let's talk about when this demo was coming out. The next demo of Lost in the Storm comes out this Oktoberfest. That's right. So I am going to be joining Steamfest again, but the last one later down the year. And that also brings me towards my next crowdfunding campaign, as I talked about before, which is, yes, I am doing a brand new crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo. There's a lot of work that is going involved. Besides the Lord helping me, I don't really have a team. It's just me as a solo developer, but all this will be done in time, and when it gets closer and closer, I will show you guys more more updates, more trailers. I'll show you guys what the campaign looks like and stuff. So stay tuned and follow, and like and subscribe for more updates of the game, the demo release, and when my crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo will be up. And that is it for today. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if this is a lot for a devlog or a little bit of a devlog. So if you guys want me to go even more and more in depth of showing you stuff inside of the blueprints, how certain things work, I can do that too. But down in the comments below, tell me all the things that you want to see. And hey, I can't show you everything because I want to save some things here and there for when the game actually comes out. But thank you all again. I thank God for all of you, for your support for the past 5 years of building this game. I don't know if you guys know this, but all of you are truly a blessing. Literally, all of you are truly a blessing to me as I go about and finally finish this game. Thank you all again. Subscribe if you want more updates, and like so this video can be put out to more people who may be interested of my game. And follow me on X, that's where I normally do my updates. And you can follow me and join me on Ko-Fi if you want even more updates here and there, and to help support me. And thank you all again for your support. God bless, and I hope you have an amazing, fantastic, blessed day. God bless.